Well, it's been a long time coming. BPM is finally back on another track day. In fact, it's taken 364 days for us to get it back out, but we're back here at Oulton Park taking the budget Mini Cooper S R53 for a few laps. Now, since the last time the Mini went round here, we have modified it even further. We've added some Megane Brembos, R56 trailing arms with adjustable rear camber arms. We've thrown some wheels on it and we've been for a track focused geo. Now, we've come up with a little plan to get you, the audience, involved. If you pause the video right now, go to the comments, see if you can guess how much faster we went since last year. Bear in mind TJ did a 2 minute 18, so we're hoping with the mods we've done we should be a few seconds quicker. Also, if you haven't already, while you've paused it, hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get back to what you clicked on the video for, some track day action. As you've seen, we've been to sign on already, and now we're on the way to the noise test.
So over at noise testing, the MSVT official probes us rear end, just to make sure we don't upset any neighbours. Good job, ours sounds like an airdryer. So we're noise testing boxed off, we headed over to Checkers for a well-earned brew and driver's briefing. For anyone that's not been on a track day before, driver's briefing's where you will learn about the rules, flags, places you can overtake, how to overtake, and to remind you, you are not racing.
Now we're back to the garage, we're just going to do some last minute checks, coolant, oil, throw some stickers on, and we should be pretty much ready to go.
All the fluid levels were looking hunky-dory, so me and Joe stuck the helmets on and got ready for sighting laps. If only we knew what was round the corner. Just quickly before this video starts, we'd like to apologise for the horrendous audio you're about to witness because the mics were playing up all day. They were doing his heads in, but we can't change it now. Anyway, me and Joe were just about to get very excited about the new handling that we've created from the geo we had done, but soon realised that we are not Adrian Newey.
Yeah, it's mega. Joe, it feels mega. Scraping.
Straight away rubbing on the back.
And that's not even pushing. Oh, it's good to be back in it though. Oh, is that the gravel trap they put in? Oh no! No, 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 no.
Reality was setting in. We may have messed up big time. The wider wheels, the terrible coilovers. Was the day over before it had begun?
Was that a big chunk of tyre?
The tyre to bits.
Has it actually?
A massive chunk of rubber just went off.
Oh dear. Why have we got coilovers? Yeah, I am being. It's scrubbing everywhere. This is gonna be fucking shit. I've just. Oh. It's if I go anywhere near the throttle in cornering. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. That is so shit. Can I come in? Fuck's sake!
This tyre looks.
Yeah, does it? I can't even accelerate, Mary.
Oh my god.
Me and Joe couldn't do anything else other than try and limp her back home. So we've gone out scrubbing its so we got to phrase it like 20 mil again, but might mess the geo we've just had done as well because it handled mint. But we'll see. Them coilovers need to go in bin. So before TJ went out for his session, we raised a ride height 20 mil, reattached the arches because we absolutely mullered them, and crossed his fingers and hoped it wouldn't happen again.
So hopefully with that little problem now sorted, I'm heading out for my first session. Let's see how we get on. Whoop, great. It's already spun round on me. We're going to have to video it in portrait. It's not going to look great, but you get the gist. As the laps start to roll down, I am gaining my confidence with the mods that we've done to this car. It has taken a while, but it does really stick. So as you can see, the car now handles fantastic. There's no scrubbing whatsoever. I crossed the line with a base time of 2 minutes 23. The brakes were starting to judder towards the end of the session, so I decided to bring it in. Right, that's me done. There is a lot of judder. May have cut the brakes. Camera's upside down anyway. Oh, that's a lot of judder. That's a lot of judder.
Why is he come in, Joel?
I don't know, he was... I don't know, something's gone wrong.
I reckon he's had a little hiccup somewhere.
Is the grass on it?
Either that or there's something wrong with it. It's intact, we're alright.
Okay. Alright. The brakes are juddering a bit.
Oh,
I think they're on fire.
They smell.
Oh, they're smoky.
So with TJ's first session done, we give the car a chance to cool down, check over the brakes to make sure they weren't on fire, and I head out for my first session. I'm going to take it steady on the first outlap and just see if I can feel the issue TJ was talking about with the brakes. So after tootling round for the outlap, I feel like there's not too much wrong with the brakes, so I'm going to send it on this lap. Over the start line we go, round Cascades and down Lakeside Straight. Now as I go round Island Bend and into Shell Oil, I hear this bang. I have no idea what that was, but the brakes didn't feel great or sound great, so I decided to bring it into the pits to see if we could find out what the hell had gone wrong. Something seriously wrong with the brake, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's juddering.
You can't drive it like that.
What? The brakes.
Like it's clanging, like it's loose or something.
Was it making a noise?
Yeah. Like it feels like I can't hold the wheel.
Oh
Like when I
really?
brake.
Oh, well. So after both sessions are over, it's become apparent there is a problem. So we jacked up the car and started investigating. So the first thing we did was take the calipers off, reassemble them, making sure everything was as it should be and tight. TJ cleaned them up with a bit of brake cleaner and then checked the wheel for play. We couldn't find anything there, so we moved to the top mount, which we found a little bit, but it probably wasn't enough to cause any problems. With time passing us by, all we could do is send Joel out for his session and hope it was a little bit of rust on the disc or something along those lines causing a judder.
So with the words "the brakes aren't great" ringing in my ears, and to listen out for a banging noise, I decided to take it easy for the first lap or two. After that nice warm-up lap, I thought, let's try and pick up the pace a bit and see how we get on. This one was just going to be a nice cruise again, just to see what these brakes felt like with a bit more pressure pushing through them.
One tire fire, baby!
So that's a 2 minute 23 on the warm-up lap. Let's see what she can do. The 1 Series in front clips a straight cone. Thought he was going to end up on my lap, but we got away with it. The brake judder was especially noticeable here into Shell Oil. Really put some vibration through the hands, which didn't really suit my driving style, which seems to be one-handed most of the time. Not a clue why I do it, I'm the only one out the 3 of us that does, but just made it a bit more spicy. With a lap and a half under me belt, I had decided, although it feels like we're driving over a cattle grid every time we touch the pedal, the brakes were stopping. So as I started going around the chicane, I thought, oh, there's a bit of grass the groundsman's missed, so I sent it over there, did a bit of mowing for him. Not a clue what I did, I just drove off the track. But even with that little excursion, it was feeling good. Right up until this.
This was honestly like the 4th or 5th red flag this morning, so as you can guess, I was really happy about it.
Red flags are shit.
So I pull it back in the pits here, past all the BPM fanboys, so Joe can have another go in the car, whilst I jump in the media pen and sign some autographs.
So with Joel's session unfortunately being cut short with a red flag, it was time for me to jump in and try and get a few laps in for myself. Now after Joel's last session we knew the brakes were working even though they were awful, but in my session now I'm just going to send it and hope for the best. If they end up in a barrier, then so be it. Now after this really fast out lap we're just going to jump to my 4th and fastest lap of the session. Now on the 3rd lap I did a 2 minute 14.6, which is already probably about 6 seconds faster than last year, so that was promising. Now on this lap I'm just going to absolutely send it as best as I can and try and put a time on the board that Joel and TJ struggle to beat. So I thought I'd just take you with me on this lap and let you know how the car's feeling. So down Lakeside Straight we get about 98mph max, which isn't too bad for our standard R53. Round Lakeside, bend and into Shell Oil, the brakes are horrendous as Joel's already said, but I managed to keep it tight to the apex and I get a pretty good drive out as you can see. So now we're approaching turns 7, 8 and 9, which is the Britain section. It's decent. I brake a little bit early but I managed to get both apexes and again a decent drive out. A little bit of wheel spin but we don't have an LSD, so what do you expect? Over hilltop now and down towards Hislops. Again hit the apex, probably braked a bit too early and I shouldn't have gone into second. As you can see, too much wheel spin, but keep it tidy through Knickerbrook into 3rd and we're flying up towards Clay Hill and Water Tower. Now last time I was a little bit of a pussy on the throttle round here, but this time I managed to keep it much more pinned here round this apex, knock it down a gear into Druids and off we go. A bit stabby on the throttle but keep it tight, nice and tidy, and we're off up towards Losh Corner. So here I don't think I did too much wrong, but for some reason the car just didn't want to stick and just understeered a little bit wide. Nothing wrong in my opinion, but the stewards weren't too happy later on. So that lap was a 2 minute 12.9, which isn't too bad, and I think Joel and TJ have got some work on their hands to try and beat that one.
Look at lap time.
2:13? Shut up. It's dry though.
Fucking flies.
Is it brakes alright?
Forget them.
Just right, forget them. Yeah. Right, get out, I'm getting in. So, with Joe telling me just to forget the brakes, it's up to me and Dicky now to see if we can beat his lap time, but first, we get a bit of a telling off.
You've got a black and white flag for track limits,
Right, okay.
so just be careful where you, I don't know where you went off, but
It weren't me.
it wasn't you.
No, it was the other driver, but...
Yeah, well when you get back can you let him know?
Yeah.
Right, because all we get is just a car, so it'll be the car which gets the penalty.
Right, okay.
Regardless of who was driving.
Yeah. Right, I'll
Alright.
let him know. With that little telling off now sorted, it's time to get this car back up to temp and smash Joe's lap time. So, with the brakes not being great, all I can do is learn it whilst I'm out here and then try and make the best of a bad situation. So, with a 2:14 under my belt, the best I've done all day, I knew this car had a bit more in it, and I just knew I could get on them anchors a little bit later. So me and Dicky set out to hopefully beat Joe's lap time. As we approach Shell Oil, you can really see my hands shaking when I get on them anchors, and I'm really struggling to slow it down. But eventually we do get it round, a bit wide, then back on the power. So going up Clay Hill and into Water Tower was getting slowed down by this little C2. It was a novice, but felt like I was on an absolute flyer. Just slowing me down enough to lose me a bit of time, but we're soon past him and then down to Lodge Corner. If me and Dicky can get this right, hopefully we've beat Joe's lap time. Running a touch wide there on Lodge, but oh well, straight over the crest of the hill and across the line in a 2 minutes 13. Setting me PB there, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm like a pig in shit. Your brakes are awful.
Yeah, even I can feel it.
Oh no,
But this one's sketchy.
oh no,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Especially when the C2 slams his ankles
Oh
on.
no, it slowed me down man.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was braking for you a couple of times.
Was you?
How's it going?
Alright mate, 13.3 I did.
How's it feel?
The brakes are shocking.
But they work, don't
They work, but they're so
We're just going to have to roll with it,
I know.
aren't we? 13.3, it's good.
What did you do?
13 dead.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sorted it. Settled the car.
Settled it.
To be fair, sometimes when you were going like left, taking a right, felt like I don't know if it was like that when you're on your own. I felt like it was like wanting to go left because I was sat here.
Yeah, it probably.
Yeah.
It will affect the handling, but that's
It was
just-
scraping
Oh yeah,
a
you
bit.
got a black and white flag by the way.
I did.
Yeah.
What for?
No idea.
Track limits.
Track limit.
cheating, mate?
Track limits.
Track limit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he said
warned
track
you on
limits.
track
I don't know
limit.
where it was, but you got this car's got black and white for track limits.
Right, maybe last corner then.
But to be fair,
Did you
yeah,
go
to,
wide?
Well wide.
yeah, to be fair,
I nearly in gravel.
Oh,
to be fair, we went wide on all last and possibly first as well.
We'll have to be careful on that. It can only be the last corner. I didn't go off the track anywhere
He
else.
just said let you know.
Anyway, lunchtime.
That's all it is,
We're going to check pressures, I think, in a bit. After lunch, when it's cooled down, we're a bit high, I think, probably.
We're suffering a bit of brake juddery, but,
Oh, yeah, it's
but
bad.
we're just ignoring it. Full
Yeah.
send.
what's our mate called? With Black Cat?
Don't know his name. He's 86.
Legend.
Subscriber. If he
Legend.
can subscribe, so can you.
Hey, we've had 2 subscribers. That's pretty cool. I like
You know where to go. I hope you're already watching. But yeah.
make sure.
First session after lunch, they're off.
So after only managing to get 2 laps in so far, I decided I was going to have to get on it quick this time. Joe and TJ have gone a lot faster now. I think Joe's done a 12.9, so I was really going for it. My confidence was flying high. I was going around the chicanes quicker than I have ever before. Pushed this one a bit too much and it delayed me getting back on the power, but it still felt good. Got a bit keen on the old accelerator coming out of Hislops, fired it right over to the outside, which isn't where you want to be, but sometimes you just got to keep your foot in it. As we came down into Lodge Corner, noticed a yellow flag, happened to be one of our subscribers, Mr. Ashley, who had come up to us in the day. Turned out his alternator had failed. Even though Mr. Ashley's Mini was stranded on the side of the track, I decided, I'm going for another push lap. What an idiot.
Sake! One fucking lap!
So with me having 2 sessions and only accumulating a total of 3 fast laps, I think my temper had gone a bit.
Pay 300 quid, just fucking come drive round at 50 mile an hour. Fucking brilliant. Look at this big boat in front. Rapid in a straight line.
So with me not having many laps, the lad said just get back out there. I was behind this cool Mustang which turned out to be touring car driver Adam Morgan.
Literally paid 300 quid to just sit around.
After a long wait, I was finally let back out on track. I didn't actually know what we were waiting for, but hey ho, we're away. Yep, that's me in our little old Mini, closing in on a touring car driver in a braking zone. Yeah! At the time I didn't know it was Adam Morgan, because if I did, I would have tried a lot harder to follow him through this traffic. So there was a couple of these GT3 RS's. Just look how quickly this gaps me around a corner, and yes, I am pushing. So as I cross the line for the first time, it's the fastest I've ever gone round Oulton Park. Safe to say my confidence was starting to flow. So as we approach Denton's, this just shows the confidence. Yeah, we were scared of going round that flat out last time we come. I try and keep it close to the apex of Cascades just to use the camber of the track. Worked out well, bit of a funky line going round there, but once you get it, you get it. The confidence continued to flow as I brake later than I ever had for Island Bend. Managed to hold the speed round it, I think I was sticking at about 80 round there. Hard on the anchors into shell oil, get her turned in early, keep her pinned, let the track throw you out at the end of it. Try and keep on the throttle as you enter into the Britain section. Yep, that blip on the throttle is my arse falling out. Smash the first curb, smash the second curb, try and keep it tight so you can get back on the power to give you the run up over hilltop. As you drop down into Hislops, you want to be braking at the next board, but I let off a bit early because I wasn't sure on the traffic in front. So last time we came, I wanted to take Water Tower flat out. I didn't again, I was a fanny. Bit of a scruffy line round Druids, but Joe's 12.9 was in sight. Now because of the scruffy line I did round Druids, the delta was falling away. Joe's time was looking safe. It wasn't helped by that lockup, which consequently pushes me wide. Not what you want going into Lodge, but I managed to get back on the power to give me a nice run up into Deer's Leap. Up over the crest of the hill, am I going to do it? Boom, 11.6, Dick swinging rights to Joe. On my way in I was just thinking, how much more time's in this? That was a scruffy lap and that knocked 7 seconds off the last trip we came in. We know how to build a race car. Bit juddery, innit?
There's a bit all over the shop.
Yeah. He was going at 8.
It's fastest.
Just 2:11. Just when our spirits were high, we got a very bleak reminder of what can happen.
Clear the fast lane! Clear the fast lane! Move!
Now this is never nice to see on a track day, but luckily both the guys in it are alright. We think, from what we could gather, it's seized going into Old Hall and deposited all its VTEC-y goodness down the main straight.
Yeah.
So this is the man behind RVC.
RVC, yeah. Daddy.
Father Poynton.
Yeah, Bank of Dad.
Bank of Dad. Trailer. This man. So, Joe's come up with the brain box idea, because ever since we did the rear brake, was it rears or the fronts? Front brakes.
I don't know if it's ever since we did the rear trailing arms.
the ABS light's been on, so we're wondering whether it's ABS.
We're thinking. I'm thinking it's not the disc, because when we go out for the first lap or so, the find is no judder, so we're thinking the ABS might be playing tricks on us.
So Joe's disconnected it.
Also, though, we got an oil light on, which is a bit of a disaster.
Didn't much oil. Jesus Christ, I'm making a meal of this. But
how much is in it?
Not much.
Let's have a look.
There's some in it. It's not like it's.
Yeah, but we filled it up earlier. And that shouldn't be oil light.
Yeah, oil light shouldn't
oil
be
pump's
on.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh, the oil pressure switch.
Could be home time soon.
Oh, we'll just blow it up and send it. We've got two spare engines.
One
Yeah.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, see what this ABS is saying.
So as Joel was saying before, we thought the issue with the brakes might have been caused by the ABS pump having a little bit of a meltdown. So I did a little bit of Googling and I realised you can pull a fuse out. So we pulled it out for this session and we're just going to see how it goes.
Feeling alright so far.
It's not juddering, is it?
Yeah, no. It's a test.
Yeah. It could have been that, you know. Hold on. See how we get on when it warms up.
So as you can hear, we thought we might have cracked it and found the problem. So I'm getting a little bit excited here and I'm building up the speed through this outlap. The only issue with taking the fuse out is it is known to cause quite a lot more rear brake bias. And maybe that's why this happened.
Give it a little steady warm.
Oh, smell the rubber.
So let's take it back and look what happened. I think it could be a mixture of either cold tyres or slight trail braking that's locked the rears on entry, but I'm unsure. I just lost it.
What do we do? Do we go in or what? I didn't actually fully spin, did I? I'll send it. What's that block mean? Slippy surface.
Oh yeah, careful on this first corner.
Don't think she was quite warm then.
No.
I did send it.
Yeah, you did send it.
So another thing to note, there was oil into turn 1 from the Honda crash before, but this session was just full of bad laps and quite a lot of traffic. I managed a 2:17.4, but that's the best I was getting. We then got a yellow flag into turn 1 and soon after a red flag, so that was my session over.
I think that what we're pulling that's all shit. It's just locking up everywhere.
Yeah, I can feel it.
I just can't, like, you can't slow it down. Like, you can't feel the brakes.
Yeah. You had a nice spin though.
At least we didn't go on the grass, because that could have been a crash.
Oh, it would have been. You just slipped.
So as you might have heard me say to Dicky there on the in-lap, I think pulling the fuse out definitely didn't help the braking situation. We still had all the judder, but it just made it feel like the car was slower and the brakes were just even worse. They just had no feel whatsoever.
Oh, we had a spin.
Did you?
Big time.
Big spin. Are the brakes any better or not?
Like 180.
For about 2 laps, yeah. And then
You did a
also started juddering
180?
again.
No, almost.
Nearly. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, full on spin.
First lap.
You've been first noddy.
If we'd have hit the grass, we'd have
I would have been barrier.
Huh?
I would have been in the barrier if we hit the
That
grass.
double right hander fast as fuck.
really?
Fast as, yeah.
Oh, I went in.
Oh, we went in and we were spinning.
Get that
I thought we were
fuse
going
back
all the way
in.
round.
It's what?
Get the fuse back in.
Yeah, so don't make it in.
It's alright for the first when the brake's cold. It's first 2 laps.
So, with Joe and Dicky's session now finished, setting a 2:17 and having that little spin, it's down to me now to try and beat Joel's time of 2:11.6. With this also being my last session, we plug the ABS back in and we get back out on track. Doing a steady 2:13 on this first lap, I was 100% confident I could definitely beat Joel's time. Carrying a little too much speed there, but we're 9/10 up already, which is a great start. Kept a pin through Denton's and then down into Cascades. Trying to keep it clean and tidy so I can get the drive onto the straight. Getting a great run out of Cascades. It's giving me enough momentum to get down Lakeside. Just over a second up now going into Island Bends, trying to keep as much power as I can going through there, down to Shell Oils. Being a little bit conservative on the brakes just because of this Caterham's going a bit too slow. We get on the power a little bit early there just so we can get around this Caterham. See you later. Heavy on the brakes going into Britain's. Hit that apex, missed that one. And then we've got no power going up the hill. Again, heavy on the brakes there going into Hislops. Hit that apex, hit that one. A touch wide on the exit there. Keep it as tight as you can to this little post and then straight on the power. Going up Clay Hill, we're 2.5 seconds up already, heading towards Water Tower, trying to keep it as pinned and as tight as we can. If we can keep it clean through Druids, I think we're onto a chance here of beating Joel's time. Carrying loads of speed through Druids, all we've got is Lodge left to go. Going under Warwick Bridge, straight down to Lodge, we're 3 seconds up. Braking as late as I dare. Completely missing the apex there, running out wide. By the time we've straightened it up, we've lost half a second there, going up Deer's Leap. On the run up to the finish line, all we can do is open Prairie, beat Joel's lap time, and we've beat him by 9/10 of a second. What an intense lap that was, trying to replicate that last one. I go into this first corner, run wide, and get black flagged. Hello.
Hey mate.
What have I done wrong?
You've had a couple of track limits today.
Okay.
That means either at the first corner, Cascade's the big one by the lake. And the last corner, they've got the green concrete strip.
Yeah.
If you go on that, that's track limit.
Not at all, right, okay.
No. So it's just a verbal warning.
Yeah,
You can go back out.
Right, brilliant. Alright, nice one, mate.
Cheers.
I got told off. After the black flag and the little telling off, I'd only done a few laps, so I do get out again, and I really want to improve on this lap time and get that gap to Joel even bigger. I only managed to do another 2 laps and basically match the time that I did before. What a session it's been. So I bring the car back in, hand it to Joel, and see if them pair can beat my lap time of 2 minutes 10.7.
You bastard! Nice. And have a go karting. Easy. So with TJ absolutely smashing my time by 9/10, I had a lot on my hands if I wanted the bragging rights for the day. So as you can see on my 4th lap, I did manage to get within 2/10 of TJ. I had a bit of traffic on the last lap, but it still felt good. Round Old Hall, it wasn't my fastest. As you can see on my Delta, I am dropping time a little bit. I did try something a bit different down Denton's though. I left it in 3rd. Don't know why, I just went for it. By leaving it in 3rd, it managed to get the nose turned in that bit better and managed to grip round, but I did run a little bit wide. So with the nice exit out of Cascades, I start clawing a little bit of time back. I brake later than I ever have for Island Bend, managed to keep it at 83 mile an hour minimum. That corner's meant it just pins you in the seat, late on the anchors into Shell Oils, as late as I dared. Times there, half a second up, did drop off on the exit. Now as we come round the kink into Britain's, little lift again, I'm still being a fanny. Little lock up, smash the first curb, little bit wide on exit. Compromises me run out, but we are still gaining time. So as we come barreling down towards Hislop's, late on the brakes, managed to get her in nice. Keep her tight, Joel. Knickerbrook, nice round Knickerbrook. as we climb up towards Clay Hill. The delta is touching 1 second up. Can I beat my nemesis? Can I take it flat? No, little tiny lift. Drop her down a peg for Druids. And be patient, easing the power on, and we're off on the last run down to Lodge. One more braking zone to nail. Wait for the board. And slam on. Little lock up. Again another little lock up. But I managed to get it nice and tight. Quickly back on the power. Gives me a nice run up Days Leap. Over the crest of the hill. Are we going to be 1.5 seconds quicker? Boom. That's a 209.6. Bragging rights back in Poynton's corner. I run a little bit wide round Old Hall. Another track limits hit marker, which resulted in another black flag for the 113 car. I was 5 tenths up on that lap as well. I was fuming.
Yeah, you've had another track limit. It should be 20 minutes off track, but because it's so cold and difficult getting the tyres warm, there'll be a final warning.
Right, okay.
If the car has another one, it will be off track.
Right, sound pal. Black flag.
What for?
Track limits. He said it should be 20 minutes off track, but I'll just put it as a final warning.
Bro, I timed it at 209.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's annoying? Lap after was quicker.
Got 208 in it. Got 208.
He has on it.
That's not even braking as late as they can
No, I
brake.
know. You can go more, can't you?
It's just
Well,
the judder
Sean-
puts you off.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Sean's doing around 208.
Well, this was it. It all comes down to this one session, and this is my only chance to prove myself of being the fastest driver of the three of us. Now, as I'm heading out the pits here, I'm thinking to myself, this is probably going to be one of the best sessions to get a decent lap time in. Going off the year before, when Joel was in the car in the last session, he pretty much had the session to himself, so I was hoping for the same here. Now, as I come out the pits, I do notice there's quite a lot of traffic, but I was hoping there was quite a big gap behind this bunch. So I'll let a few cars pass going down the straight, and I'm just going to hold back and try and find a gap to slot into. So after taking a couple laps to get the car warmed up and find a decent gap in the traffic, I'm into my second push lap. I take the first corner pretty nice. I don't run out too far because we don't want another black flag. That would be a disqualification. I'm a little hesitant on the throttle here, but I managed to just about get the car over that camber in the track and into the apex, and off we go down the straight. Oh no, we don't. We're going to have to slow it down because there's another red flag, which is just bloody brilliant.
Yeah, I think it was 212 roughly.
Yeah, 212.6.
Look at that, it's close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's close enough.
The day's done nearly. It's been emotional today. Not done much recording.
A lot of red flags to see.
There has been a lot. Dicky, have you had fun?
I've had a splendid time.
Good. Joe's out at minute. We're going to pack up. TJ may get another go, depending if Joe brings it back in one piece.
If you look to the left of the screen, you'll see that I did 2 minute 12.6 before the red flag, but since the red flag I've just not been able to get any decent lap times on the board. This is going to have to be my final push lap now, so let's hope it's good enough to beat Joel. We're already onto a flyer here. I take the first corner pretty perfect and hit the apex and get a good drive out now down towards Cascades. About 3/4 throttle over the kink, but then somehow massively outbrake myself and get stuck on the outside camber of the track. Now at this point I've got absolutely no choice other to keep pushing and hope I can make the time up over the rest of the lap. So here we are now down Lakeside Straight. I brake as late as I dare here, shouldn't really be braking but I have, and we're keeping it nice and tight, setting up for Shell Oil. Brake as late as possible with these juddery brakes, keep it tight, hit the apex which is nice and get a good drive out again. You can see I'm about 6 tenths up already on my lap time, but that's not going to be enough to beat Joel. So here keeping it flat out as long as I can, smashing both apexes, take this one quite hard, pinning the throttle down here, hoping for not much wheel spin up this little hill. Now we're flat out towards his locks. As you can see in the distance there's quite a lot of traffic and a blue flag, so I'm hoping no one gets him away before the end of the lap. Braking as late as possible, hit that apex, just about make that one. And again, should have been in third here, but was in second. Anyway, I keep it tidy through Knickerbrook. Looking down at the delta here, you can see I'm at only 8 tenths up on my own time of 2:12, so we're not looking likely to beat Joel's 2:09 with that, unless somehow I have a monumental last few corners. Keep it just about pinned around the little kink there, but somehow missed the first apex of Druids. Managed to keep it tight to the second, flat out towards Lodge. You can see I'm about 1.1 second up on myself, so we need 1.5 second here. But as you can see, I am a massive pussy on the brakes into Lodge. It's tidy, but it's slow. Remember I said I needed a monumental last couple of corners? Well, it's been a monumental up. Anyway, that is a 2:11.4, which is actually my best lap I have ever done round here for myself. But I'm still the third fastest driver, so it's just not good enough. Hopefully next time I can make it a little bit better. Nevertheless, well done to Joel with his 2:09.6. What a decent time that was, and it just shows what the car's capable of. Hopefully I might be the fastest driver next year, but for now we'll hand the trophy to Joel. You are the BPM Oulton Park Driver of the Year. Keep it warm for me because I'm coming for it next year.
No. What are we saying here? Ooh! So close.
We went near.
Only a second.
There's just traffic everywhere.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't know, in that last lap then there was red flag, there was 8 tenths.
11.4.
So that's the track day done. It was.
So as I'm sure you'll have just heard in that attempted outro we've done, the mic's cut out and the wind noise took over, but we have come inside so there's no wind noise and we're giving you a brief rundown of how we thought the day went.
So the brakes were really good, the geo we had done was really good, and we managed to knock 10 seconds off last year's lap time, which I never thought we'd do.
No, I didn't either, but there was a few niggles through the day, which caused a bit of chaos at some point. One, the brakes was juddering really bad, and I thought the wheel was about to fall off at the start of the day, but we later found out that it was a bit of rust on the disc, so we're going to get them skimmed for next time. Now with the coilovers, I think we're at the point now where they're just not good enough for what we're trying to do. They're good for lows and all that and showing and stuff, but for track use, we're going to have to get some better ones, I think, in the very near future.
The better ones come with better one price tag, so we have just hit
1,000 subscribers.
YouTube money, baby! But we're not getting that yet. But we need a few more watch hours.
Yeah.
But we have also set up a Patreon. If any of you are interested, a couple of you said you would be, but you've not signed up yet. And then also the other way you can help us out is the merch. Lovely X-Range from BPM. But there is there it is. There it is. You can find it all on www.bpmdevelopments.com, and then we get like the smallest amount of money out of it, but it all helps.
It all goes in a big pot and then it'll help towards the car.
Exactly, and track days, more track days, because we are venturing off to a mini show at Cadwell Park.
Cadwell Park, yeah. And then we also will be nipping into Guy Martin's pub for a quick pint.
I reckon we do.
Because it's on the way.
May as well. So thank you to all of you that have got us to 1,000 subs. We are over the moon, and we appreciate every single one of you. It's
everyone.
Yeah. Especially you ones that are here still now in this video, you're legends. So if you like what you've seen, give us a like,
subscribe,
and drop us a comment.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Oh, shit.